yo, what's up? Good morning, man. Good morning. We are up. We are up, and this is definitely an experience, man. Trying to go live with y'all. Welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to the channel. It is what it is. Um, man, it's too fucking early in the morning. It's too early in the morning. What y'all getting into? Man? Oh boy, I be getting up early like this anyway, so it really don't make no difference, honestly. Hey, for everybody that's just jumping onto the chat, my name is Santini the Great, hip hop artist out of St. Louis. Actually, multi-genre artist. So whenever y'all get a chance, man, check out my music on all streaming formats. Just getting off into the chat life because I love it. Interacting with all the people, man, is always a good thing. So you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, people. It's Hey, and if y'all enjoy the chat or whatever, make sure y'all sub. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, all that stuff because it's streaming on multiple formats. I usually, hey, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Boom, boom. Let's see what we got.
Hello from China.
Trust in it.
Yeah.
And with that, the 20.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah. Those BBLs be stinking. BBL smell.
The BBL smell is trending on social media. But what is it?
And it could be like 2 or 3 BBL baddies. And you wondering like who the hell got cheesy fries? You know? Like who got their socks out? You know, something don't smell right.
So what?
Look, man, I be seeing chicks with BBLs all the time. I always wondered, but on the real, dog, if I was to smell something like that, like what they describing, like a BBL, like stench or like rotten flesh or something, I don't think I'd be too attracted to anything like that. Like, you know, if you want enhancements for your body and stuff, that's cool. You know, whatever floats your boat. I just think everybody and everybody business a little too much nowadays. But you know, you got to look within yourself and be like, is this necessary? What am I really trying to get up out of this? You know, like.
And with that, the.
Afraid. I'm about to prove to y'all.
Okay, now this is.
He said the warden told me.
You have no idea how many brands.
No, man. What's your name? Huh? What's your name? Say nice to meet you. Wait, how old are you? How old are you? 16? I said nice to meet you. What's your name? What's?
Hey, y'all see Zaytoven? Like, you don't know who I am? I'm Zaytoven. Like, I've been running the game forever. That's crazy. Hey, you can see it. You can literally see it on Zaytoven's face. Like, for real. You can literally see it on his face. Check it out again.
No, man. What's your name? Huh? What's your name? Say nice to meet you. Wait, how old are you? How old are you?
Do you see Zay's face, dog? Do you see Zay's face? That's Zay looking like little motherfucker. You know I'm Zaytoven. Who the fuck are you? That's crazy. That's hilarious right there.
16? I said nice to meet you. What's your name? What's happening?
Zay looking like who in power here? You feel me? That's crazy.
Thank you, sir. There are a large number of regulations on the books. These are regulations that are currently in effect. Why should we hire? Thank you.
You know what, man? It be people all around the world looking at this stuff. So, let me say this openly. Like, when I be looking at like the things that Trump's doing is very disturbing. Actually, I done checked out from this presidency in total because it bothers me so much. Um, it bothers me so much. I can't agree with a lot of things that's being done. So I didn't check out because it just bothers me. But you know, as African Americans, I can't say we just gonna keep on living, dog. We this shit. I've never seen nothing like this in my life. The sheer power of the presidential seat, for real, for real. I've never seen nothing like this within my life. So you know, like I said, as African American people, the majority of people have just checked out of this presidency. Like we just gonna keep on living and doing what we're doing because this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Some things you can agree with, some things you can't, but you know, man, this shit is just crazy, dog. So to the other countries and shit that we fucking with and you know causing trade wars and all type of crazy stuff, man. That's not us. We don't sit in that seat. Don't blame us. Don't blame us. A lot of us are just regular people. You feel me? Straight up.
Why should we hire you?
Even with
Miss I.
chat.
Ripple CEO Brad Garland.
Yeah, I don't even want to hear what she's talking.
Want to learn how I went from this?
Perfect amino build.
If an oracle told you,
Hey fam, I hope you've been having a good day. Ha ha ha, we laughing at
4-ton air handler choke.
how did you form an LLC?
I love what China doing. Keep on exposing these big
I'm not hip
brands.
to this.
I just saw a video of this lady saying that, yeah, Lululemon, yeah, those leggings that y'all were paying $100 for.
Man, y'all already knew China was making all that shit. Stop it. Stop. Y'all already knew China was making all that shit. Y'all already knew. Y'all acting surprised that China is making the majority of some of these expensive brands. Y'all knew that. Y'all stop faking. Y'all knew that already. You know, y'all knew that. Stop it. Hey man, I had a couple of people actually yesterday when I jumped on live that had just got like hip to my music and shit. So they were really like asking about some behind the scenes shit. And so they was really asking, how did I do this? How did I do that? Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, man. By the way, this album is out, man. I love this joint.
When you're ready to work for you, Jobber is too.
You know, I gotta mute that shit, man, because they be on some other shit. But like I said, I make a lot of different type of music. I think this is my new album that's out right now on all streaming formats. It's called Wish Me More Luck. It's actually part of a series of music out. I make a lot of different shit, hip hop, pop, and you know when they heard this joint, they was wondering where I was trying to go with it. Check it out real quick. That's just some pop shit, man. That's just some pop shit. Like when I do my shows, man, I don't want to alienate the people that like different types of music. Like for real. I don't wanna alienate them people. When I go to shows, I like to see a real show. You know, I like to see great performers because sometimes even though the music be great, the performances don't be great, and they be relying too much on the on the tracks. You know, so I be dipping and dabbing into different types of music. Actually, a lot of different types of music. Uh, so I can because you got to be good at this shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be good at it. Like the sound got to be good. The sound got to be good. You know, shit got to be mixed and mastered and properly done. So, but they was asking me about that particular joint. And they also was asking me about Yeah Yeah, man. Damn. Okay, I did this joint called Yeah Yeah. Hold on, because the commercials are gonna pop up. So I did this song called Yeah Yeah, and somebody in the chat was asking me about Yeah Yeah. And when you get a chance, y'all can check out Yeah Yeah. And when I thought about it, I never really explained what was really going on with Yeah Yeah. So check this out. Like when I did this song, I literally just picked up my camera, went to a field, and was like, "Fuck it, I'm finna get going." Dude, I like literally flowed this whole joint, and I was just having fun.
Yeah, yeah. Booking so rude.
I just put on a hat and went at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I can sit there, shorty up to the yeah, you can go ahead holler at nigga. I can sit there, shorty up to the yeah, you can go ahead holler at nigga. I can sit there, shorty up to the yeah, you can go ahead holler at nigga. I can told her, shorty, you can go ahead, yeah, you can go ahead holler at nigga. I can sit there, shorty up to the yeah, you can go ahead holler at nigga. Jump in the whip, come follow a nigga. You pick up your girl and you swallow a niggas. Not in the planet, you have these niggas. I fit it together and you stand as little bitches. A man that can handle it, can stand you little bitches. Go jump in the gram and take pictures, little bitches. I'm not your enemy, I just like sympathy.
Like literally, dog. Literally, I bullshit you not. I bullshit you not. All I did was wake up one day, threw on the track, dropped it, sent it to my engineer. He mixed it, and we got Yeah Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. So the thing is, when he sent it, this is like all in the same day. It took him about 4 or 5 hours. The same day, I called my homie like, "Hey, bro, I got this song called Yeah Yeah. Let's go over in the field and check it out." You know. I wanted to record the song. I wanted to get the video about it, but I didn't want to overthink it either. So I'm like, dude, there go a field. We could just prop the camera up, do our thing, boom, boom. Song like, 2:15 or something like that on the time signature. Hey, by the way, man, if y'all like what's going on, make sure y'all like, subscribe, sub, all that. And we literally put the camera in the field, man, and just start recording. Cool. By the time I put it up on YouTube, it had started to go crazy. So many other places, it was insane. It was insane. It started to go crazy in so many different places just by itself. Like I never really even took that song seriously, and people was really, really digging that joint. So I really appreciated that. But it just go to show you, man, you really can't tell and predict what's gonna go. People like what they like, and it is what it is. They like what they like. It is what it is. Straight up. You really can't just say what people gonna like. Everybody likes so many different things, man. Like for real. Hey, if y'all on Kick, man, make sure y'all start to follow this joint. If y'all on Kick, just getting new to the Kick platform, so y'all go ahead and follow, like, and subscribe and all that stuff on Kick. If you on Twitch, sub me up. Whatever platforms y'all on, man, make sure, and y'all seeing this, make sure y'all follow and subscribe this shit, bro. How everybody doing this morning, man? Got phone calls early in the morning. Let's see, who I got here? Okay, yeah. Boom. Man, I really like the streaming shit though. I really like it. It's cool. Let's see what else we got here.
I just jumped a bit.
Why you're very own.
As long as the top, I just heard my ears pop. A fiend.
Dog. Okay. Wayne is stupid with this shit. I think we all can agree. Everything he makes isn't a hit, but Wayne is stupid with it. For real.
Why you're very own.
Unless you have.
Y'all.
I know y'all.
Yeah, like my
So I've always seen that.
Oh, Jesus. Look at the little baby. That's cute. That's cute.
Hey, see, I really been popping.
Hey, that truck is stupid. That's pretty stupid. Let's pop the balloon shit.
I'm back. So
this
we
pop
do
the
still have an
balloon
unpop
stuff,
balloon. Let's start off with your name and age.
It's been crazy.
Hi, my name is Patience and I'm 28 years old.
All right, and Patience, what do you do?
I am in the military and I'm also in school for my master's.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your support.
All right, so you do still have your balloon unpopped. Why so?
So I left my balloon unpopped because, first of all, I am not a follower. I do want to be your follower. So do you have what it takes to lead?
I absolutely do.
Okay. I do have a couple of questions. Are you open to long distance? Because I'm in Boston right now, and when I'm done with school, I'm not.
How many people really like the long distance relationships? You know what I'm saying? Like it works sometimes, sometimes, but ultimately somebody got to come somewhere. Like, let's keep it 100. Ultimately, somebody got to keep it somewhere. Somebody got to go somewhere. What's up, chat? What's up, chat? What's up, chat? Yeah, ultimately somebody got to go somewhere. No doubt. For real. It's cool for a minute, but somebody got to go somewhere. Hey, I like to pop the balloon shit. I don't know how many of y'all be like on y'all social media and the pop the balloon little segments come up, and sometimes it gets crazy or whatever. But I really like the concept. The concept is really cool. I heard really bad reviews about it on Netflix though, but I don't know. I don't know how sure I am about that for real. Again, people
Not
don't
sure
like
where I'm going to be
like,
stationed.
Hey, I'm tripping.
Hold on, what's this?
Somebody gotta say it. And I'll be the bitch to say it. Fellas, y'all need to slow it the fuck down too, because y'all be out here easy as fuck. And when I say easy as fuck, I mean easy to motherfucking fuck, okay? A bitch ain't gotta buy you dinner, a bitch ain't gotta take you out on no date, pay a bill, get you no weed, no bottle, no nothing. Bitch ain't gotta know your middle name, nothing. You just out here giving away dick like it's a...
Oh, Lord. Look. The population is such that it's in a man's favor, ladies. It's in a man's favor. There are far more women than there are men. That's for one. Two, by nature, we supposed to want to hit that. You can use your discernment and stuff like that, but by nature, we're supposed to want to hit that. So, she's saying, fellas, stop being so easy. Yeah, be selective. but it's a ladies, it's a losing battle. It's too many women. It's not that it's not that shit is easy. It's just that it's so many willing women. It may appear to be easy to you because that's we go straight for the end goal. You know what I'm saying? We go straight for the end goal. You know, y'all may take it like, yeah, that you know, you've been so easy. Yeah, facts. Laraj, facts. We go straight for the end goal. Period. You know? So, you know, when you looking at it like that, y'all got the misperception that no disrespect, but the men are the prize. Women are the creators of the families, but ultimately the men are the prize. We the ones that carry around the seeds. When you go to your yard, you don't throw a bunch of eggs in the yard. You throw the seeds in the yard. You feel me? You throw the seeds in the yard. You don't throw the eggs. The eggs will get sit there and break and won't produce anything. You throw the seeds in the yard and the seeds grow. Of course, they have to be germinated, blah, 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 biology class. We all know how this thing goes. But, you know, that's why they was like, you know, when a man finds a wife, he finds, unless you're egg in the house, up, true. And what you got to get it up, but you're not going to produce any more eggs. You're not going to produce any more eggs. Them seeds be growing all over the yard. With the men carry the seeds. We hold the seeds. I don't know why this has been a crazy debate over history, who is actually the prize. Now, granted, the women are the creators of homes and households and are the nurturers of family. Men are kind of bad at that. Don't get me wrong, some men are good at it. But women are excellent at it. Boom. Nurturers. I don't know about you, but hey, if I'm sick, I'm cuddling under my woman. My woman takes care of me. My wife takes care of me. You know, if the kids are sick, you know, we take care of the kids, but basically I support her doing what she naturally does the best. You know. And in return, she gets all the shielding from the world. You know, all the protections from the world. She can go to sleep tonight knowing that she'll never be homeless. She'll never not eat, not have food, not have a peaceful life if it's within my ability to do so. On the other hand, women, even though they are great at being nurturers and great at building households, even though I appreciate that, man, appreciate that, Raj. Even though they're creators of households and nurturers, we ultimately ultimately protect all of that. You gotta kind of look at the animal kingdom. You know, you got the lion, dude. You got the lion, but let that female have a child, and the woman would eat the child themselves, or another predator will come and, you know, fuck with the women. You know what I'm saying? That man is protecting all of that. Is the yin and the yang. The man is protecting all of that. He's protecting all of that. My lady don't have to work if she don't have to. Bro, what's wrong with y'all is y'all be soft now and let females take advantage of it. Take advantage of you. I dude, I totally agree. Don't let females tell you what to do. Facts. CEO Gucci, facts. Yes, sir. You don't let no female tell you what to do, bro. That's real talk. The men are the prize. However, with that same comment, Gucci, you don't treat your daughter any kind of way. You don't treat your mom any kind of way. You don't treat your sisters any kind of way. But at the same time, they gotta respect your male authority. Period. There's a lot of beta males running around. The men working, the women supposed to stay at home and stuff. Facts. And that's how they used to do it. Facts. Facts. Again, mine ain't gotta work. At all. She ain't gotta work. You know? But you'll have women out here working 2 and 3 jobs just to have multiple men in their life also. And I know the women will probably hit back and be like, yeah, you know, but I do understand shit expensive. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. Don't get me wrong, man. We in a new time. We in a new time, man. But when it gets all the way down to it, between the men and the women thing, the women are the nurturers, the men are the protectors and the providers. That's just what it is. They can make it however they want to be, and they can get 50,000 degrees if they want to. And don't get me wrong, some of these jobs that require higher level education degrees pay a fucking lot. However, that money don't mean nothing to a man. I think all the men can agree. You know, the money a woman makes means nothing to a man. Period. It means nothing. You can make millions of dollars, woman, and you're still a woman. And I'm still, I can make a quarter of what you make, and I'm still gonna be a man. And I'm still gonna stand on business. And I'm still gonna be an alpha. I'm still gonna run this household, and you gonna sit your ass down some motherfucking work. I mean, I'm just saying. You know? And I don't even have to do none of that forcefully. I just do that just by being a man. You don't have to do that shit forcefully. It's that energy. You feel me? It's not a threatening energy. It's a male energy. You know? In which, you know, you don't have to make women be submissive. They submissive to power, period. You don't have to, you know, sometimes I be seeing these little memes. Hold on. I'm talking about. I think a father should pay attention to the son and mom pay attention to the daughter. That's facts. That's facts, Gucci. That's facts. Because moms make sons soft as fuck. Facts. Facts. I totally agree with that, bro. I totally agree. Women do make men soft. That's because they nurturers and boo-boo, let me rub your knee when you fall. Oh, you playing football and the guy hit you hard. Don't get me wrong, it's a time and place for that, but you know, I think it's also important for a father to pay attention to the daughters too, though, so they'll know how a man should treat them. I mean, you can spend time sometimes, you know how to movie nights and shit. Dog, I do all the little girly shit with my daughters. Because I be damned if my daughters bring anybody home to me that's weak. Daughters, look, I be damned if my daughters don't see me work my ass off, if my daughters don't see me provide for the family, if my daughters don't see me treat my wife well, treat their mother well, still have respect within the community, and bring me home a fuck nigga. Impossible. Impossible. Because it's normal for families to do movies nights together. Yeah, we do movie nights together here. We do. In which that's a thing that my wife does. You know what I'm saying? Like the woman really is like the manager of the household in its entirety. And I don't say that like lightly. I don't say that lightly. She's the one that'll be like, hey, let's have movie nights. And because family is a big thing and I love family. Facts. Facts, Gucci. She's the one to implement those things. And I don't play about my family either, bro. Yeah, she's the ones that implement those things. And those things are important, man. Those things are so important. Look, it's like if the children don't see a healthy parental dynamic, a healthy home, how are they going to reciprocate those things? You know, don't get me wrong. Ultimately, children grow up to be adults to make their own decisions. Ultimately, like the glue holds the family together. Absolutely. You know what? You know what, Raj? You know you're hitting on something here, Raj. You're hitting on something because people don't understand. It's only certain people that can actually see the family dynamic for what it is. And what I mean by the family dynamic, I mean the anarchy, the hierarchy rather. You know what I'm saying? Like who's who within the family. Only certain people see that. If you actually see who's who within the family, you're special. I personally, I'm the firstborn alpha male of my mother's children. I can see who's who. I was able to see who's who when I was a kid. I'm like, oh, she runs shit. She's the support. That's the glue. And look, dog. Hold on, which you can't always do because I agree that when my son is like 16 years old and make his own decisions. Facts. Gucci, but you gotta raise them to not be fucked up. Facts, Gucci. Like, the boss isn't necessarily the glue of the family. Hear me out. The glue isn't necessarily the boss of the family. Actually, I think the glue is the most important of the family. They might not be as strong as the leader. The glue is the most important. And the glue plays a supportive role to the leader. And the leader should be the supportive role for the glue because the leader knows that the glue is the most important. Gucci, we can't always do it because I can agree that when my son's 16, and a lot of marriages don't last now. I agree. A lot of them don't because they don't come from other marriages. You know, I agree. You know, they don't come from other marriages. Like I don't know, man. I've been married for 11 years. And I must say that the most successful marriages are the ones that mimic friendships. To me. Lil Raj, playing support is so important because you know they're going to stand next to you through thick and thin. Gucci, you know this 80-year-old women together their whole life. Yeah. To reply to Raj, playing a support role is important. Yeah, because like I recognize within my own family that not only was I taught by the glue, being the only in the alpha, I have a purpose. But when I was born, my uncle was the leader. So I was a support system to him. And when he got killed, untimely death, I had to step into that role without knowing how to be in that role, but I also realized I was trained to be in that role since I was born. In hindsight, when I really look back, I was being trained for that role from my birth. Because I know things about the family other people don't. I'm in a position of respect without being controlling. That was given to me, but it also was earned. You feel me? So I can look over my whole entire family and tell who's who. And here and there, I gather the men in my family that are under me. It's good parenting that you were able to step into that role. Right on, Raj. Gucci, I was locked up at 14. Guess because you was locked up at 14, Gucci don't make you a bad kid. You exercised your decisions and probably made a mistake. Ain't nobody perfect. You gotta forgive yourself. But I'm sure within your family that kind of made you the black sheep. Raj, the good parent, CEO for armed robbery. Hey, people make mistakes, Gucci. People make mistakes. Hey, if y'all just coming on, man, make sure y'all sub me up, man, like, follow, subscribe, and all that good shit. But Okay, for on route. Yeah, I mean, Gooch, like, you gotta, within your family, I'm sure, being locked up at 14, that, they black sheeped you, you know. You'll witness that within the family. But trust me, the leaders of your family always gonna hold out some hope for you. It's not over. They're gonna hold out hope that you're gonna turn yourself around and that this be a lesson. Hopefully you didn't spend a whole lot of time in there. They did. I was homeless. Well, you know what, dog? You a man, so there's really no such thing as being homeless as a man. I'm sorry. And that sounds like a harsh reality, dog. But that's the reality of things. If you don't have no family, if you don't have children or things like that, you being a man homeless that ain't even real. You just lack resources. But you can go to a shelter and rebuild. Nah, you're right. Facts. You can be a man and sleep up under that goddamn tree. You can be a man and sleep up under a viaduct. You can be a man and work and get food. You can be a man and gather those resources and stuff. Raj, also you turn back around though, right? You figured it out. Yeah, I'm sure Gucci, if you are on this live stream right now, I'm sure you figured it out. Sometimes people want to pass judgment on you too quickly before you have time. That's why you gotta, that's why you gotta give people grace. That's why you gotta give them grace, man. That's why you gotta give them grace. It's very easy. It's very easy to pass judgment on people and just write them off, especially young people. It's very easy because, with age comes wisdom, and you think you're looking at something that may turn out to be a bad person, but their age haven't given them the ability to have wisdom. They're young people. Give them grace. They need grace. Period. They're going to make mistakes that you probably didn't. They're going to do things that you probably wouldn't. But they don't have the ability of wisdom yet. They need grace. They need grace. So you got your mom's car, and I go, yeah, like Gucci, bro, like, yeah, you got traction with your music. That's what's up. That's what's up. Like, real talk. That's what's up. Like, it takes some time to get it together, man, but sometimes you would do something so bad. And we ain't talking about like murder or anything like that. We're talking about sometimes as a young person, you could do something bad enough to where you will see the repercussions of what you did. Let me tell you what happened to me in high school. I was stealing cars when I was in high school. I was literally stealing cars while I was in high school. I'm talking about 15, 16 years old. I'm stealing people's shit. I'm with my homeboys. I'm stealing people's cars. We riding around. I had no idea the repercussions of me taking somebody's car that they worked hard for. Consequently, I was locked up. Matter of fact, I was locked up at school. They came and got me from school. They came and got me from high school. Man, I had a fucking car lot. Did not care at all that somebody had to go to work. I didn't care that somebody just got the car. I didn't care about so many things. I just needed a car so I can ride around and be cool. Real talk. Real talk. That's what I did. But when I got locked up at school, it wasn't embarrassing because after all, when you do shit like that in school, you a hero. You a negative hero at school. At school, I was that guy for getting locked up for stealing cars on school property. I was that guy. When my mother came up there and saw me in the back of that paddy wagon, and she told them to close the door, she don't want to see me. I told the policeman myself, take me to jail. The disappointment in my mama's face changed my life. It changed my life. I've never seen disappointment like that ever again. I had community service. I did it like a man. Yeah, me and my mom are very close now. Of course, like I said, the family dynamic. I was the black sheep. I was the hero at school, but the black sheep in reality. I did my community service as a man. I had no priors, so actually I had like 6 months probation. I only had to stay in like juvie for a couple of months. And I returned to school a negative hero. I was the guy that people's parents used to tell them, don't hang with that guy. That's who I was. And for my mom at home, she was just very disappointed, and I had to figure out the way to get back into her good graces, and I didn't know how. I wasn't the person that I was portraying to be by hanging with the wrong crowd. But my mom showed me grace. She knew I wasn't what I was attempting to be. Parents' roles are very, very important, and they're powerful and they're strong. When she told me who I was, not who I was trying to define myself as, when my mom told me who I was, I believed it. And I had to find a path to get back to who I was. Gucci. And I got a gang tattoo all over me right now, and I'm sad about it because it's not. Man, get that shit removed if that's not who you are. And my mom is upset about that part of my life still. Yeah. I can believe it. Because you're holding on to that part of your life and you're not letting it go. If you still have a gang tattoo and you trying to let go of that life, that needs to be removed. Like, that needs to be a priority. You have to let that shit go and become who you are and define yourself. CEO, almost all my friends is locked up or dead. Exactly. So don't, Gucci dog, you don't want to be that, man. You don't want to be that. You don't want to be locked up. You don't want to be dead. You don't have to hold on to that gang life like that, bro. Real talk. You don't have to. It's a choice. Let that shit go. But keep in mind, there's going to be consequences with letting that life go. The gang thing is out of my league, bro. It's out of my league. I really can't tell you how to handle that without getting harmed or hurt. But be careful. Be careful. Straight up. Be careful. And get out that environment, man. The environment was so much, man. Like I was saying, I had to figure out a way. I always scared though. I always carried my blick and hands on. Can't be lacking, bro. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Carry your legal firearm. Because if you have to carry a throwaway, you plan on doing some sketchy shit. Let's just keep it 100. Carry a legal firearm. Depending on what state you're from. Yeah, you can't be lacking. Yeah, you gotta have your shit on when you go to the gas station and stuff like that. But I'm from Houston. Oh, dog, I was just in Houston like a couple of months ago, bro. Shit. Boy, Houston crazy, dog. It's still better than here. I'm from St. Louis. It's still better than here. But Houston shocked me, bro. I was literally like, I'm not hip to the Fourth Ward. Like I go through Houston all the time, but I never know exactly where I'm at. Like I didn't know you all had like 2 or 3 airports. You know. Oh, both of y'all from Houston? That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, man, I flew into some little airport that was like on the other side of the major airport I didn't even know fucking existed. And actually it was a small airport, and I think I'm gonna take that airport from now on. Look at my music, bro. CEO, I'm popping here in Houston. Are you under CEO Gucci? We probably see each other somewhere. Man, since both of y'all cats from Houston, man, what's actually going on in Houston? Like, what's actually? Because Houston seems to have its own thing going on, just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like New York has its own thing. The West Coast has its own thing. What's going on in Houston? What's up with that Sauce Walker shit? Is that real? Is the Sauce Walker situation real? Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Y'all think Sauce has something to do with that? I mean, being Houston natives and shit. Yeah, I like Walker. I like him too, man. I like him too. I like Sauce Walker. I like Sauce. He got spared though, bro. He got spared, man. That was really something else, man. That was really something else. And the people that did that to him got yeah. I know. I seen that. I was like, damn, man. They either riding for Sauce or homeboy had some extremely bad luck. Call him a bitch. For real. Call him a bitch. Straight up. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. They mess with the wrong. Yeah, you know, like, man, y'all know how it is. Like musically, man, some people take the stuff way more serious, especially the type of music that you make. The type of music that you make, like if you a real artist, you already know that energy that's on that record is gonna radiate out into the atmosphere, bro. That's what you got to be careful of. Man, dude, I remember years and years ago when I was off into some I was just saying anything on records. Man, I would go to parties and people confronting me about lyrics and shit, and I'm like, dude, I wasn't talking about you, you know. That shit was in general on a high night. What is you saying, bro? Like, ain't nobody talking to you, dude. That happened so many times. I had to start changing shit around. Look me up on YouTube. Let's see what you got popping here, Gucci. Yeah, if y'all just not joining now, man, make sure y'all sub, like, subscribe, all that good shit. Boom. I'm already here. What the hell am I doing? Well, let me see. What's your rap name, Gucci? Is it still CEO Gucci? Yeah, words can be weapons. Absolutely. CEO Gucci, okay. Okay, I got you, bro. With the soldier girl? Okay, cool. They gonna ding me, bro. Hold on. Let me look at this real quick. Yeah, fuck yeah. You got ads on your shit. They gonna ding me, bro. I'm gonna have to listen to this after I goddamn me get off the stream. They fucked me up yesterday. I got all types of shit. Oh, hell yeah. Who you distributed through? Yeah, mute the sound into the ad. Yeah. No, it ain't the ad, it's the actual song. The song is encoded. Like after the stream, I'm gonna get all type of strikes and shit. I got them yesterday. I'm be signed by Gucci Mane. And I'm co-signed to Gucci Mane. Good shit. Yeah, that's why. Shit. That is exactly why.
Great.
Get the fuck out of me. I'm gonna follow you too, bro. Follow back if you see this shit. I can subscribe to you. You got a good look on the video. Hold on, let me jump over here real quick. Dun, dun, dun.
Nigga, get in my way, I'm tapping the trigger like Kodak commercial, we having a skrilla. Down on my dick and I know where to go, so
Damn, bro. I'm gonna have to play this. I'm gonna have to play this after we get off stream. I'm gonna pause it. Cause that shit gonna get me knocked up off of here. Yeah, it's coffee, bro. It's like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. I ain't quite up, for real. Bro, got you. I never liked coffee. Coffee ain't good, man. Like, I don't even know why I even drink coffee for real. It's just like part of a morning ritual or something, you know? I don't even know why I even drink coffee, bro. It's like brushing your teeth in the morning or something. You know what I'm saying? Get your coffee, blend in, be cool and shit. Have your coffee. Everybody else got their coffee. My daughter though, she go to Murray State. So, she bought me this mug, so I'm using that piece. I'm using it. I have to put the cinnamon in mine. Yeah, like, ain't nobody drinking coffee because they actually like it. Some people. But I ain't drinking coffee because I like it, goddammit. Coffee gotta have some type of, you gotta have some benefits to it. It gotta have some benefits to it, bro. Straight up. Man, I wish I could have went to college, but I'm great for here. You know what, man, dog? Like, look, dude, like, again, dog, some professions take a higher level of education. Everything just can't be hustled out and grinded out. Some things take a higher degree of education. I do not want a doctor that doesn't have a degree to work on me, for example, So I'm not going to sit here and say that school is worthless, because it's not. It's an accumulation of years and years of study of other people that you're studying so you can add to the field when you get, your master's. And it's plenty of jobs to make a hell of a lot of fucking money. Like that CEO, it tripped me out. That CEO that got killed by old boy up in New York or some shit. Dude make $30 million a year, and he was still going to work, bro. Like, stop it. That'd be enough for me. That would be enough. Like, straight up. That would be enough, man. But at the same time, school ain't for everybody. It's not. School isn't for everybody. But as far as children is concerned, I think that school is their second line of defense. Like I tell my kids, like, you're going to school. Before you leave this house, I have to give you your plan B. You feel me? Not your plan A, because who knows who you're going to become? Who knows what you're going to like? Who knows how life is going to mold you? But when you leave here, you're going to be armed with your plan be, which you will be able to at least take care of yourself with the knowledge provided. You feel me? Who you become is on you. You might change your whole entire field. You know? Raj, I'm a college dropout because I didn't need it for what I wanted to do. Facts. Didn't want to be in debt for nothing. Facts. Gucci. But a lot of schools now is fucked up. They got pride flags and shit. Yeah, I mean, you know, they fucked up, but in reality, you ain't gonna live your kid's life. You're not gonna live your kid's life, dog. You don't know what the fuck these kids gonna do once they get up out of your, you know, up out of your shelter. You don't know what the fuck gonna happen. Dude, you know, they got uber rich people with kids with extreme problems, bro. Dwayne Wade's son, for example. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Not knocking them, but, you know, like, they're going to be the people who they're going to be. You're just giving them tools to navigate. You know, you're giving them tools to navigate, advice, stuff like that, man, so they can help build themselves. You know, like I say, my children, I let them know when y'all decide to leave, because my children ain't never got to leave home. My children can be 30 years old still living here if they choose to, because you ain't going to get in my way. I'm doing my own thing anyway. But when they choose to want to venture off into their own, they already have their plan B, because they'll probably be done with school. They still navigate. You got to keep in mind, man, like when these kids go to school and get their degrees, they still never had a job. They still never had a job. So they still don't know what the corporate world looks like, or whatever workforce they're going. They still don't know what that look like. They just have the knowledge and training. You know? That's it. They just got the knowledge and training. They don't know how actual work environments work. So, you know, even though, you know, they degreed up and everything, it's still maybe, you know, they still have to know how to navigate in the work field, you know? They still need to know that. They do all that and get fired and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll do all that and get fired from their job with their bachelors, with their masters, and fuck around and get fired because they've never worked a job. They've been in the environment, but they don't know how to maneuver. So they're going to need some time to see how the real world is, like, actually. You know? Again, grace. You don't want to get pissed off you done spent all this money and this motherfucker seem to can't get it right, you know? You don't want that. You don't want that. Give them some grace. They'll figure it out. You just go on about your fucking way. That's what you do. Because that shit will drive you crazy too. Like, you know, as much as we want the absolute best for our children, once they become grown and out into the world, they have to want best for themselves also. You have, you know, you will never not be a parent. Plain and simple. You'll never not be a parent. I say they don't teach shit in school anymore. I don't know, man. All my children make straight A's. But it ain't like they don't work hard for them. Like, it's times when I come home from work, boy, they studying, they with the right group of people, blah blah blah, and they can do all of that and still make bad choices. You know, Raj, I have friends that are high school teachers, and apparently it's rough, especially after COVID. Yeah, it is, man, because the reality is a lot of these kids now, they have a chance of catching up to do. Yeah, man, the reality of it is we in a capitalistic society that values money over everything, and it has the parents out the household, and we're leaving the parenting up to the schools, and the schools, they're just there to give it a fucking check. So you have the kids teaching each other the ways of the world without actually being in the world. And it's not a good thing, you know. You got moms with 2 or 3 jobs, dads with 2 or 3 jobs. When are you being a fucking parent? That's 40 hours a week you working, if not more. So the kids go to school for 40 hours. I think it's like 8 hours a day. I don't know. They go to school and they gone, all day. Eat, wash your ass, and study a little bit, and it's over. So when do you actually have parenting time? That's why, who was that? That's why when you said, Raj, eating together at the dinner table is important. Every single day I ask my kids, how was your day at school? Every single day. Every single day. And I literally have to tell them how to navigate situations. I got a 7-year-old. She's a little girl, My older children, they up there. But my little girl, she comes in here like, such and such pushed me. And I told her to stop it and told the teacher. So I'm like, she pushed you? Oh, hell no. Let me tell you how to navigate that, baby. You have to instill these things in kids. They don't know. My kids don't fight and shit. I'm from the hood. They not. I did a little bit better. They bottom, nigga. I got goddamn it middle class children. These motherfuckers don't fight and shit. Nigga, they go to goddamn it, golfing and shit. I'm just saying. So you gotta instill that shit in these kids, man. So important. You just read my mind. Then they get home around about 12 a.m. Yeah, facts, Gooch. My dad told me to push her down the stairs. I didn't take it. Why you silly, right? I'm just saying, man, these kids ain't like we were. They're a little bit better. But they're a little bit better without common sense, goddammit. Common sense. They not around a lot of commonality. These are sheltered kids, man. Boy, I always know where my fucking kids at. What is you saying? Because you never know, your kids might love sports, play football. Facts, Gooch. You never know what they might be good in. Basketball. You know what I'm saying, dog? Like, you got to give these kids a chance, bro. Like, these are sheltered kids, bro. It'll never be a time I walk in the crib and be like, hey, where's such and such at? And don't nobody know where he or she at. Never. Never. When I was growing up, boy, look, my mama see me in the morning and I'll be back before the lights come on. When I got older, she'll see me in the morning and I'll be back before midnight. Period. Different times, man. Yeah, they could be star athletes, but we also gotta teach them that, besides music and being an athlete and things like that, man, it's other occupations. These kids need to know there's other occupations, bro. At least sensitive kids know how to take a file in the paint. Yeah, I agree, Raj. And CEO, they can be athletes. They can be a whole lot of stuff, but a lot of times the only reason we push for that stuff for our kids is because our environment is telling us that's one way out. Hell, he can play basketball, or he can do music, or Doug. It's more professions out there than just entertaining people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a job. You feel me? I have skills, I have trades, I have things that I need to support my family. But I also, at least Gucci, everyone want to be rapping. Yeah, man, but entertainment ain't the only job. Though it's so many jobs out here for these kids, they need to be aware of it. Like, I had to literally tell my daughter, she said she want to work in healthcare. I was like, go be an anesthesiologist. She said, people don't even talk about that. I said, I know they don't. Go be a doctor. You can go be an attorney. Go be an architect. Go and be something that contributes to the society. Because, like myself, being an entrepreneur ain't all what it's cracked up to be. I'm an entrepreneur. It's tough. It's tough. I don't ever want them to think that being an entrepreneur is easy. Ultimately, you do want to work for yourself, but you want to have a skill. A neurologist, right, man? Like, these are obtainable things for them when they have the support to get it done. When these kids have I didn't have that support. I'm not knocking my mom and dad or nothing, but I didn't have that support. They have that support. We're actively like, okay, what you want to be? So we'll know how much money we need to help you do that. You know? Hey, let's go explore some occupations. We're actively doing that. So, because we know school ain't trying to teach them about, you know, all the occupations that's what home is for. Grassroots hard as fuck. I have an LLC, blah, 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 starting off. Yeah, man, being an entrepreneur is tough, bro. It's tough. Yeah, man, I'm an entrepreneur, bro. Man, it's tough as fuck. It's tough as hell. So I don't want them looking at me like, hey, I'm going to be like daddy. No, you be better than daddy. Shit, daddy stumbled into this shit. I'm giving y'all a pathway. Now, you're going to have the knowledge of entrepreneurship, but go be better than daddy, because you got the support of daddy to be better than daddy. I'm going to help you not work hard and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the parental sacrifice and shit, man. God damn. For real, bro. Straight up. Man. Like, yeah, I do music. That's a stream of income for me. Yeah, I'm doing this now. It's a stream of income. On top of my businesses. You know? On top of my trades. Like, I'm trying to get all the paper. But you don't have to maneuver like that, goddammit, if you making damn near $1 million a fucking year on your job. It's actual jobs that make that type of money. They're not being exposed to those type of jobs. People are not telling them about those type of jobs where you can make $600,000-$700,000 a year starting off. A year starting off. The schools are not teaching our kids that. Oh, go be a fireman. You know? Go be a CNA, RN. You know, go to a bakery. You know, they tell them all that bullshit. That ain't no money. That ain't no fucking money. Shit. That ain't no goddamn money. Tell them about that big shit. You know? Tell them about that big bread. Go work on Wall Street or something. Give them a chance. You know? Especially when they have the support to do what the fuck, you know, what they want to do, you know? Hey, man, if y'all liking the stream, man, make sure y'all subscribe, sub, like, comment, all that shit. Gucci, I think the only time you should work at McDonald's is if you go to college for it, because you can work in the corporate part of it and make millions. Facts. Raj, I personally don't like corporate work, but there's a lot of people cool with it. Raj, dog, I had my first corporate job last year. They hired me because I own businesses. It was so horrible, dog. I would never do such a thing ever fucking again. I would never do it again. Man, them people tried to treat me like trash. And being an entrepreneur, I wouldn't allow them to treat me like trash. Which was contradictory to me supposed to being happy that they hired me. I didn't even have to fill out an application. I was on the spot. Man, I worked that job and I begged them people to fire me every fucking day. Every day. So I can get back to what I do. You know? Crazy, dog. I don't fuck that corporate shit. I'm good. Gucci. Now, this is going to be a different question, but what What if you have a special needs kid? Oh Lord, if you have a special needs kid, that's a tough one, bro. That's a tough one because a special need kids need very special attention. I worked at a hospital for years and years and years when I was younger, man. And I have friends with special needs children. My little nephew is autistic himself, and that being autistic ain't even bad compared to somebody with cerebral palsy. So when you have a special needs, honestly speaking, Lord forbid, your life needs to be surrounded. You need to surround your life around the special needs child. And everything else needs to be secondary. And everything else needs to be secondary. Period. Whatever you can't do outside of that child don't needs to be done. Now, I don't know if you're single or got a woman or whatever the case may be, but as parents, hold on. Yeah, as parents, man, y'all ass need to work together, dog. Because I got a baby mama and she don't let me see my kid. Yeah, I had to go through that. Go to court, bro. Stack your money, go to court. Go to court. I had a kid when I was 18. That's not right. No, it's not right. And women play that game. Let me tell you like this. This is how you do that. The key word to me when you said that was baby mama. So you haven't officially claimed your child in the eyesight of the legal system. Signing a birth certificate is not claiming your child. I've went through this process. Let me give you game. You have not claimed your child. Signing the birth certificate don't count. You have to, you in the state of Houston, but you have to go to the courts and petition to claim your child. In which, when you do that, it's well, in the state of Missouri, it's called a next of friend. The law is called next of friend. Basically, you are a guy petitioning the court for the same rights that the mother has. You haven't claimed your child yet. When you step forward to the court and say, "Hey, I want to claim my child," you'll go through a process called next of friend. That's you saying, "Hey, that's my child. I need y'all to prove it." The courts will order a DNA test. Guess what? Bam, you're the dad. DNA, cool. In the sight of the legal system. After that, you have the same rights as the mother. Therefore, she can't keep the kid from you. There's no parenting plan in place. Now you can get a parenting plan. It's that simple. Now you can split custody. Now it's simple. Now that you've stepped forward and claimed your child, you can't let this child support people. The child support people is not the law. They're just acting in behalf of the mother. But they're not the law. They're not the law of the land. The courts is the law of the land. So that's how you have to go through that. I had to go through that myself. Very easy. Take a little bread. Well worth it, bro. That's right. I was affordable. First, get that DNA. Now, Raj, you don't need to get that DNA. You need the courts to order that DNA. You don't do nothing on your own. You let the courts let you know what they need for you to claim your parental rights. You don't have parental rights. That's what's going on. You know, she's the mom. It's her baby. You need the courts to say, "Hey, he's stepping up as the legal dad. We need that DNA." You need them to ask that shit. Oh yeah. Oh, 1 years old? Oh hell yeah! You better get that done now, bro. You need to get that done now. Yes, sir. You need to get that done now. Man, you need to get that done now. Like real talk. That shit needs to be done, bro. Facts. That needs to be done. Straight up. Yeah, man. Well, y'all, man, it was great talking to everybody, man. I'm starting getting on this thing a hell of a lot more. Make sure y'all like and follow and stuff. Y'all chatting, so he's young enough to require child support too. Yeah. She got another dude acting like that. Yeah, dog, you can't let your CEO, bro, you can't let your feelings get into none of that, bro, because that's gonna get you into trouble. You need to claim your child first, and then you can eliminate all of that. You can eliminate all of that. Especially whilst the child is 1. Memory don't even be concrete till about 4 or 5. So you have time. But don't wait till the child is 5 years old and start trying to do this shit. You need to act now. You know? Yeah, you can yeah, she can act like the other dude, the daddy, all she wants to. Go to court. Just get your bread, go to court, and you have to let these attorneys know what the hell you want to do versus them telling you what to do. They're in a business of making money. Let them know you need to petition the court so you can claim your child. After that, they're going to try to suggest a whole bunch of extra shit to you. Don't go for that shit. They're in a business, bro. They a business. The whole thing is to make money. You just need a couple of things done. And you just need your parental rights. That's it. You know? Get your parental rights, bro. Because you don't have none. Child support and all that shit, that's really, that's not the law. That's not the law of the land. It's not. It's not. Facts. Don't let it go to trial. It won't have to go to no trial, man. It's simple. It won't be no such thing as no trial. Settle in mediation. There's nothing to really settle. There's nothing to settle. He's just coming forward to claim his child. Once he claims his child, he has equal rights as the mother. Now they can play ball. Now if he on some, oh, I'm finna take my child shit, then that's when it's going to get messy. But after that, they can have a parenting plan where they splitting that shit. Because guess what? She has no more rights than he does. So she can't say no. They have to negotiate a parenting plan. They have to. Both of them have to agree. No matter how long it takes, they have to agree on a parenting plan. And when they do, that's going to be the law. I told her that nigga better not touch my son. Oh, man, don't worry about none of that, man. You doing classic baby daddy shit. Stop doing that classic baby daddy shit. Ah, you got another man. She gonna act stupid anyway, man. This is not a isolated event or something. Don't do the classic baby daddy shit. Boss up. Let it be what it's gonna be. Do what you gotta do, and it'll be done. You know, my dad was a lawyer, saw a lot of messy divorces. It'd be a little jaded. Sorry, y'all. No, man, shit. A lot of this stuff come from a lot of hurt places, bro. I could easily give that advice because at one point in time, I didn't know that I could do that. So imagine how frustrating that is, not knowing what to do. You want to do stuff like that, you know? You want to go over there busting their head. Oh, that's my son. That ain't your son. And you want to do all that stupid stuff because you don't know the pathway. You're getting too caught up in your feelings, man. The baby is 1 year old. The baby is fine. You know, for right now, you need to just make sure your face is seen a little bit more than his is. You know? And introduce that child to your family while you getting things together. But nah, you can't call the police and she, you know, talking about you can't see your baby. Right now, legally, you can't take your own child from her house. There's nothing in place. You can't. I'm sorry, you can't. You can't do nothing, bro. You're done. She can do all the messy shit she wants to you until you go to the courts and get your rights. Once you get your rights, you're good. You're good. You know? But don't get too caught up in your feelings, man. The child is fine. If the child been fine all year, don't get me wrong, you might not agree with everything she's doing right now. But the child is fine. Just get out your feelings. You know, she doing a whole bunch of baby mama shit. You know, she's being trained by other baby mamas to act stupid. You know? So don't give her that attention. You know, she probably gonna call you dead beats and all this extra shit. You know how they do, man. This is not no isolated thing. Just go get your rights, bro, and you ain't gonna have to hear none of that garbage. And you'll have the rights to you'll have equal rights to your child, and you'll be good. You know. Hey, if y'all on, man, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Like I said, I'm just getting started with this chat stuff, but it's gonna be a way of life. Yeah, CEO, do that, man. Raj, man, you've been great, Raj, man. I'm glad that you followed, so we can be catching up. DJ Rod, thanks for following me, man. Yeah, CEO, and I'm gonna check you out too, man. I don't be bullshitting. I'm gonna check it out. You know what? Next time I get on stream, I'm gonna show y'all how when you're going live. I'll probably go live again tomorrow, bro. I just happen to get up early. Like, let me get on it because CEO, you do music. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, thank you, DJ Rod. The whole thing is that this is a whole different community for me, where I can pull the people who fuck with me into one spot. You know, and it's a different type of audience. So, you know, this is the type of audience that I need, that's engaging, real people, man, not just a fucking click or a like, man. Cats is buying streams and all that crazy shit now, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know, if you want to check out my music, check it out on all streaming formats. Santini the Great. I make a lot of dope shit. Got a lot of dope videos too, bro. You know, like and subscribe, share this shit. I'm gonna get back on. I'm gonna create a schedule here shortly, man. It's not gonna be the last time I jump on here. I'm gonna create a schedule shortly, man, so I can get on and fuck with my people, man. I like y'all. That's what I'm saying. Like, these are real people. Laraj, CEO, man, right on for coming by the chat. Y'all been really engaging, and it's good to know that there's actually real people out there that have similar conflicts, similar things that really bind them together within a community. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going through some shit, but everybody want to look rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it. You know? Let's get on some real shit. Let's get on some real shit. Let's not let social media soup us up to think our lives is terrible. It's not, bro. It's not. Life isn't terrible. Everybody's not rich. Everybody's, you know, like, dude, just be real people, man. Shit. That's it. That's it, bro. That's it. Facts. Facts, man. Alright, man. I'm finna get up out of here, y'all. I'm out this bitch, man. Hit me up, bro. Peace.